Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschachiteja Charni Samagana Timiranda Shah Ananjana Shlaya Chakshu Unmini Tam Yena Tasmai Shigadavena Maha. I'm very happy to be here with everybody. Come many times to Hawaii. Very nice. It's like this, it's like a heavenly planet, but it's a great place to be Krishna conscious. All right. Some of my own friends here. So, what I want to speak about tonight, so I guess you only have 10 more minutes. It's 5:30. So
yeah, when the doors open, they open.
Oh, okay. Okay. Actually, I wanted to glorify Prabhupada. How about that? That's my favorite topic. And what I had prepared, not going to be enough time for, but anyway, so I want to talk about Prabhupada's exalted position. We're just going to talk generally. I was going to talk about his whole time frame of his life, but curtains open. So, Srila Prabhupada was what we call a Nitya Siddha devotee, also avatar, Shaktavesha. So, Shaktavesha avatar, let's unpack those words. Shakta means potency or energy, or Shakti, energy. And Avesha means he's given the potency, and he's an avatar. Avatar basically means someone who crosses down, that is from the spiritual world. We are attempting to cross up to the spiritual world. Hopefully, they're all attempting to cross up. So Prabhupada came down at Krishna's behest to save us. Very, very interesting. And so he's not just another saint or another great guru or anything like that. There's so many gurus and saints in recorded history. But he's someone very, very unique that was predicted. His advent and his pastimes were predicted by both Lord Nityananda and by another great saint named Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Lord Nityananda is the first expansion of Krishna's Balaram Poitra Nitai. And Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So he predicted, he said that I am going to spread Krishna consciousness everywhere, but everybody who escapes from my spreading of Krishna consciousness, I'm going to send my Senapati. Senapati means conquering general, in order to engulf the whole world in Krishna consciousness. And that person is Srila Prabhupada. And of course, as I mentioned before, Bhaktivinoda Thakur predicted that there will soon be a personality who will teach Krishna consciousness all over the world. I'm paraphrasing. And all the people from around the world, Westerners, Easterners, people from China, will get together and chant Jai Satchidananda. Sri Mayapur. And practically that's happening today. And Srila Prabhupada termed the Krishna consciousness movement to be United Nations of the spiritual world, which means people of all races, all genders, everything can get together and worship Krishna together. It's not a sectarian religion, as Prabhupada termed it. It's the science of self-realization, or science of the self. So Srila Prabhupada from his early days manifested his exalted position. In fact, even before he was born, his father, Gaur Mohan De, prayed for a ray of, not ray of Vishnu, for Radharani's right hand, one of Radharani's assistants. So, and Ray of Vishnu was actually Bhaktivinoda Thakur praying for Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So basically, Gaur Mohan De prayed for Srimati Radharani to send some of that Srila Prabhupada's advent was a result of those prayers. And from his very early life, he manifested the symptoms of pure devotee. Prabhupada says to Bhagavatam that the acharyas are born in families so that they are worshiping the deity actually from their very birth. And Prabhupada's earliest memory was being wheeled in on what we call perambulator. Some of you don't know what that word means, perambulator. It means baby carriage, common English. So being wheeled in a baby carriage to see the Radha Govinda deities that were right across the street from Srila Prabhupada's house. I mean, I had the fortune of going to see those deities sometimes. Amazing, those are Prabhupada's original deities that he worshipped. Prabhupada remembers that. And then even at a very young age, at 5 or 6 years of age, Prabhupada was planning out his own Rath Yatra. Now, you may say, well, Rath Yatra, the children plan so many festivals. Well, the Rath Yatra ceremony itself signifies the intense longing of the gopis to bring Krishna back to Vrindavan from a place called Kurukshetra. They had met Krishna at Kurukshetra after many, many years. And they were attempting to drag him back to Vrindavan. And so it's that Rath Yatra, or the Rath Yatra, is one of the most, or perhaps the most exalted festival that you can think of, because it's on the highest level of devotional service. And Prabhupada was meditating on how to do that, so much so that even as a very young child, Prabhupada was insisting that his father would get a Rath Yatra card. And what happened is that there wasn't enough money to purchase a card or something like that. And Prabhupada basically started crying. You know, most children will cry, they just take their lollipop away from them or something like that. But Prabhupada was crying because he couldn't do Rath Yatra. Isn't that amazing? I don't cry for anything spiritual. Or even now, I don't cry for anything spiritual. So Prabhupada was crying. And then a lady saw Prabhupada crying. She said, why is he crying? And there's also Krishna's hand in Prabhupada's pastimes. And Prabhupada's father explained because he doesn't have a Rath Yatra card. And she said, I happen to have an old car here. And he can have it. Amazing. You know, as we would often say, serendipity, but it's not just serendipity. It's Krishna's plan for his pure devotee. So then, Prabhupada's father got this card, and Prabhupada and his father decorated the card. Prabhupada organized basically the first Krishna conscious movement when he was 6 years old. Isn't it? All of his friends, all of his friends, he organized and he started bossing around all the mothers of his friends to cook. He said, now you have to cook, we have this Sravit Prashad. So Prabhupada was already showing his position as the founder of Charya, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, when he was a little tiny boy. And so they went through the streets of Calcutta with his Rath Yatra, and some of the adults said to Guru Mohan Dev, why didn't you invite us to this? This is, actually a serious Rath Yatra. And Prabhupada even was dreaming when he was young and planning out how to go to Jagannath Puri, looking at the train schedules. So this intense, let's say, connection with Lord Jagannath and the festival of Rath Yatra is another indication of Prabhupada's exalted position. And other things, Prabhupada never, of course, did any sinful activity throughout his whole life. Even one time, his doctor, Dr. Bosch, he had high fever, and Dr. Bosch wanted to give him chicken soup. And they brought the spoon. Actually, Guru Mohan didn't like it, but he said it's going to cure him. do it. So he brought the spoon near Prabhupada, and Prabhupada just like threw up. He didn't even take it. So his whole life was completely pure. The Prabhupada said to one devotee later on, he said, there was never a time when I forgot Krishna. Do you understand? And he said to another devotee, this was after the movement was established. Prabhupada said that I was with Krishna, and he asked me to come down to this world to write Krishna conscious literatures. And Prabhupada sort of jokingly said to this devotee, and as I said, I'm paraphrasing, these aren't the exact words. He said, go to that place. And we're all in that place now until the first day. And we'll go back to God. So anyway, so I just thought I'd take the opportunity, even though it was a few minutes, to glorify Prabhupada. My whole life is dedicated to serving Prabhupada. And if we serve Prabhupada, Krishna is pleased. Krishna says, those who say, he is my devotee is not my devotee, but one who says he is the devotee of my devotee is my devotee. So the secret to making spiritual master is please. Thank you very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, good job. Save on the bell. Panchatattva ki jai.
Krishna Prasad, Sri Bhakti